The administration of the President of the United States of America has announced an investment of $2,200,000,000 in updating the country's energy system to ensure its protection against the growing threats associated with extreme weather events. The United States government is actively working to overhaul the power grid, which is currently facing serious challenges due to harsh weather conditions and a growing number of energy-intensive data centers. The modernization of the energy infrastructure will not only add almost 13 gigawatts of new capacity, but will also allow for increased electricity generation, expanded data center networks, and improved transmission of renewable energy sources. Such statements were made by the United States Department of Energy. Funds provided under this project will support 8 investment projects that will be implemented in 18 states of the country. The first half of 2024 has already set records for the number of hottest days on record in the history of our planet. Therefore, as extreme weather conditions continue to affect all regions of the United States, we need to take urgent action to strengthen our aging power grid. Jennifer M. Granholm, United States Secretary of Energy, emphasized in her statement. The modernization of the energy system will be the answer to the new challenges that the country is facing due to climate change. The U.S. government places great emphasis on safety and energy efficiency standards to reduce the vulnerability of the power grid to extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods, and high winds. Modernization projects aim not only to improve the reliability of the energy system, but also to promote the transition to environmentally friendly technologies. Renewable energy sources such as solar panels and wind farms will have more opportunities to integrate into the overall grid, which will reduce greenhouse gas emissions and support sustainable development. Thus, the plans of the U.S. President's administration indicate the country's desire to adapt to the challenges of the future and ensure the safety of its communities in the face of global warming and growing threats from natural disasters. Investments in the modernization of energy infrastructure can become an important step in the direction of increasing energy independence and stability of the country. The United States of America has issued serious warnings to Turkey regarding the consequences that may be associated with the export of military equipment to the Russian Federation. The American authorities demand an urgent termination of the supply of microcircuits and other components used in Russian military equipment. Matthew Axelrod, the U.S. Assistant Secretary of Commerce who is coordinating the effort, recently visited Ankara and Istanbul, where he held meetings with Turkish officials and business leaders. The main purpose of his visit was the fight against illegal trade, which is aimed at the flow of technologies of American origin to Russia. Axelrod expressed the U.S. government's concerns and stressed that Turkey should take stronger measures to combat the supply of chips and parts that play an important role in Russia's military operations in Ukraine. Washington is urging Ankara to improve export controls and take effective measures to stop this trade. We expect Turkey to assist us in stemming the flow of American technology to Russia. We need visible change and fast from the Turkish government and industry, or we will be forced to take appropriate action against those who ignore our export control demands, said Axelrod. Washington's announcement is just the latest illustration of how Turkey's decision to maintain strong trade ties with Russia is hurting relations between the two NATO allies. The United States of America, the European Union, and other countries of the Western world imposed wide-ranging sanctions against Russia after its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. However, Turkey evaded these restrictions and significantly increased its trade with the Russian Federation since the start of hostilities. Among other concerns for the United States is that Turkey has become an important transit hub through which Western-made electronics such as processors, memory cards, and amplifiers find their way into Russian missiles and drones, a serious violation of export controls. An additional area of concern is the supply of machines that can be used for military purposes. The American side emphasizes the need for collective efforts to prevent the further supply of technologies that could threaten Ukrainian territorial integrity and security in the region. The United States looks forward to a constructive dialogue with Turkey in order to find a joint solution to this situation and to strengthen relations between the two countries in the light of new challenges. The Ka-52 helicopter, also known as the Alligator, is a Russian two-seat combat helicopter. At the beginning of Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine, it was actively praised by Russian propagandists, but for some time the Ukrainian armed forces managed to land about half of all Ka-52s that so-called Russia used in combat. In this video, we will look at the history of the creation of this helicopter, its features, and information about weapons. The development of the Ka-52 was started on the basis of the previous model, the Ka-50, also known as the Black Shark. In response to the appearance of the American helicopter AH-64V Apache in the 70s of the last century, the Soviet aviation company Kamov received the task of creating a combat helicopter that would be able to destroy armored vehicles on the battlefield. In the 80s of the last century, the Ka-50 was developed, which began to be used by the Russian military only in 1995. However, only 15 units of this helicopter were produced due to its high cost and complexity of manufacture. So, Kamov focused on the development of a more powerful two-seater helicopter with better maneuverability and higher combat effectiveness. The first successful flight of the Ka-52 took place in June 1997. After 10 years of trials and testing, serial production began in the year 2008. In a few years, the helicopter made its first combat flight as part of the Russian army. Since then, about 170 such devices have been manufactured, some of which were exported to Algeria, Egypt, and India. The cost of one helicopter is estimated at about $15 to $20 million. He got the name Alligator because of his characteristic appearance, which resembles the silhouette of this reptile. The helicopter has a pointed nose, similar to the mouth of an alligator, and its shape and cockpit for two pilots are visually associated with the head of this animal. The Ka-52 is designed to perform a wide range of tasks, including combat, reconnaissance, and patrol missions. The crew consists of a pilot and a navigator-operator. The total length of the helicopter is 16 meters, and the span of its main rotor is 14.5 meters. The maximum takeoff weight is estimated at 10,800 kilograms, with the maximum allowable weight of fuel, 1,487 kilograms. The helicopter is equipped with two gas turbine engines that provide a cruising speed of 250 km/h. Its maximum speed reaches 350 km/h, which makes it one of the fastest combat helicopters in the world. The flight range of the Ka-52 is approximately 500 kilometers. The main armament of the Ka-52 includes a 30mm cannon, as well as anti-tank guided missiles. The helicopter can carry air-to-ground and air-to-air missiles. Equipped with modern control systems, navigation, intelligence, and special onboard technologies, this machine is a powerful tool in combat operations. The helicopter has an armored capsule for the crew. Catapulting the capsule can be used at an altitude of up to 4,100 meters. The Ka-52 is equipped with modern onboard control, navigation, and fire support systems, including an optical system with a thermal radiation sensor and an optical and electronic reconnaissance system.